and love. I'm in the building tonight. Welcome to my Saturday Night Live. I'm having a late evening snack. It is nutritional though. Um, Probably still a little too late to be eating, but I'm going to do it because having a sweet tooth sometimes you gotta satisfy that too. So for me, it's with smoothie, a smoothie bowl. However, I'm going to get right into what I'm coming in on here about today. Um, if you saw the title, it's about collabing with one another, and and making it happen. So collabing and growing, collaboration and growing together. So if you're in the building, go ahead, tap that like button. Let me know. Hey, hello there, peace and love. Thank you for stopping in for a minute. I'm just sitting here. I want to go ahead and set up some times. I'm going to be starting some interviews where I'm going to be talking to content creators about what they do, kind of getting a little more information about them, making them more personalized, driving traffic to their channels, kind of you know building up platforms. And Saturdays I typically go live. This is my new thing. It's called Saturday Night Live. I'm here having a late night snack from Planet Smoothie. And I also found out recently that this is called mukbang when you eat on camera. But I thought, why not do both, right? Have my little late night snack and my at the same time, let's get some collaboration going, right? So I appreciate you stopping in, Tracy, and everyone that's coming in. Please tap the uh, like the video, double tap the screen. And what I'm talking about today is collabing with small or any content creators that have any interest. Tracy, my day was absolutely beautiful. Um, it was actually the best ever. So um, I finally feel like I relaxed for the first time in a long time. I get really high strung dealing with YouTube and working a full time job. I'm also a caregiver for my mom. Um, I'm also a grandmother who cares for her grandkids over the weekend. So I got a lot going on. But today I feel like I did get some well needed mind space. Peace and love, peace and love. Thank you so much, uh, Lipstick Gossip. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And appreciate you stopping in. Today I'm just talking about, I want to get some collaboration going with the YouTube channels alike, collabing with other content creators. I want to set up some interviews. I actually have some things going on. I've made myself some little notes. Basically, want to set up some things coming for the upcoming week. So if people are interested, I have my email address. I want you to drop me an email. Also, let me know in the chat here that you have an interest in that. What we're going to be doing is coming together. I'll be interviewing you, letting people see who you are, what you're about, what your channel's about, information about you, more on a, how your mind works, a little something outside of your true content that you do, just so people can see another side of you. I'm sorry for the awkward look, but I'm just chilling. I felt like chilling, and I felt like having my smoothie bowl. Double tap that screen in the building. And then if you're in here, let me know you're in here. Leave me a message. Peace and love, Jacob. Hey. Hey, Living After 50. Thank you for joining the live. I'm just on here having my late night snack. It's a smoothie bowl. It has strawberry, blueberries, bananas, acai, and dragon fruit base with granola. So definitely. Um, but what I wanted to do is living after 50. If you're interested, definitely would love to do a interview with you, bringing attention to your YouTube channel, letting people know more about what you're about. Hey, V, the visionary. Welcome to the live, sis. Um, absolutely. And I'm really trying to, bring more awareness to all of us, right? All of us who have our channels. And in that way, we can get ourselves out there a little more, but also let people know who we are outside of. Um, let people know who we are outside of just the content that we create, right? So, what you thinking about that? Living after 50, and be the visionary too. I would love to interview you as well. I love to have you on the channel. Everybody tap in, double tap the live. Tell me what y'all thinking about that. I didn't I didn't make this smoothie bowl. Peace and love, Jacob. I didn't make this smoothie bowl. I bought it at Planet Smoothie. I had it in the freezer. I found out earlier this week when you eat on camera, it's called mukbang. So I guess that's what I'm doing, the mukbang. Mm-hmm. I love when I run a live and everybody knows everyone. It says that we're connected. I love being connected like that. So, hey Jacob, who watching the Super Bowl tomorrow? I don't really get into sports. Yes, you want to do. Yes, you're watching. Okay. I'm gonna say I don't get into sports. I don't do the sports thing, but I know that's a big thing for tomorrow. People out there doing that. But I thought you were saying yes, you wanted to be interviewed on the channel. Also, I'm gonna be doing some other collabs um, with people who have the same niche or niche as myself. I'm also going to be interviewing them as well, but you don't have to have that in order to be interviewed on the platform. It's going to be called 22 Questions with the Queen. And some of you may have seen something similar. If you haven't seen my interview that I did 20 questions with Jay from Kiss from Jay. I don't know if any of you familiar with her channel. Um, and so I got a playlist if y'all want to check it out. Y'all can see how it's set up, and that way you kind of get an idea how it looks. But I was interviewed on her channel, and then I also interviewed her on mine. Mine is called 22 Questions with the Queen. And basically, she just passed the baton. She had this creation of, getting new content creators out here, which I thought was a great idea, right? Of, what to do that. So, just so you know, that exposure that you get, you really do grow from it. And I have really grown from my interview was last Friday, And from last Friday, um, my subscriber count has went up. My my watch hours have increased on my content, things like that. So, I mean, it really does make a difference because now people are connecting with you on more of a gene because they get to see that this is what you're about before they even go to the channel. They know that this is what your channel is about. They know this is what this is, but you're also being promoted by someone who they know and trust as well, right? So in turn, people know who Kiss from Jay is, and they're confident, and they trust her. So when she puts somebody in front of them, interviews them, tells them about them, then the person is telling them about. Yep, she had one tonight as well. I didn't catch it though. I didn't catch it because I'm a caregiver for my mom, so a lot of times my time is not solid. So, um, but in turn, this is how you get out there, and would not happen just so you can understand, like from my interview, me interviewing her and she interviewing me, between the two of those interviews on just last weekend, I grew from, I started out with 319 subscribers. Today I'm at 387. So that says a lot in itself right there. And my watch hours increased by about, they went from, I had it documented. What did I do with it? I'm gonna run it off the top of my head what I remember. I want to say they increased by 100 and something, just watch hours, not including any of the lives that I did. So I did my own live, not the lives I did with the live I did with her, of course, interviewing her. That was part of it, but also just my content being watched alone. It just grew. I want to say I was at like 410, and today I'm at 560 watch hours in a week. I mean, it's really something that you might want to, consider doing, because it's definitely, if the person has a platform where they have people who are actually watching them. Especially, I want to collab with the people who do what I do, right? I want to collab with them too. So I want to do two separate things. I want one that exposes people for, I want one that exposes people and what they do on their channel, what it's about, no matter what it's about. But then I want to collab with those who do what I do, right? Those who have who has the same goal or same niche. So if they're in health and wellness, or they like to cook, or for like health and wellness, that type of thing, I want to get them on the platform, because that in itself then brings that kind of attention to my channel, brings that kind of attention to their channel. So I got people who are interested in that, and they got people who are interested in that. And then in return, everybody kind of, it's a win-win. And of course, if you wanted to in turn do the same thing, because Jay's idea, I don't know if anybody really knows her vision of what she's doing. She really wants that you interview her, she interviews you, and then you continue to do that on your platform and grow that way as well. And it just turns it into this big snowball effect where everybody is being able to be exposed. I know everybody don't want to get on live, but a lot of people, hey, peace and love. You 1,000 subscriber, you. Congratulations. I sent you a message on WhatsApp, Fatima, my sister. Yeah, so I'm definitely doing one with Fatima. Me and Fatima are putting that together. So I do have some lined up, coming up through the pipeline. I just wanted to let people know that this is what I am going to be, doing, and my end goal and why I'm doing it, right? So I just, I don't know. I'm living after 50. I appreciate your input. I think that's And I think it's the perfect time because we haven't even, me and Fatima haven't even set it up yet. But now that she done hit her 1,000 subscriber mark, I think it'll be the perfect time to do it because um, it'll bring some attention to the channel and she can get those watch hours too. Absolutely. So that's truly what I'm trying to do. Some people they get on live themselves and they don't, they get on live and they talk anyway. So if you're doing that, then oh my gosh, right, how did that fish turn out? But if you get on live anyway and you're doing it, why don't just get up there and promote yourself in front of some other people who haven't seen you? So because if you're on my channel, it's going to be my subscribers. A lot of my subscribers are going to probably know who you are, but there'll be a lot that don't either. So what does this say? Fatima, what's going on with that fish? I loved it. 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 I was cracking up. Right. Telling our age 100%. I was on there like, and I was doing it with you. We love you, Fishbone. We love you, Fishbone. That was funny though. And that's crazy because that is an episode that sticks out like a sore thumb. Like you remember that one like forever. I don't know what's up with the people. I don't know why I'm getting all of these. I'm getting all of these trolls tonight. My moderator's not in the house. My screen not coming up. Girl, it's so good. I've been wanting something. This is what I do. This is what I do when I'm on a sweet. You know what I mean? I just sat here and ran my mouth and got loose. You can see it loose there, but it's still good. It's got some bananas, blueberries, strawberries. Right. But somebody, you were in there, is V still on here? Today I was on talking with V and Stephanie and some others and on some health and wellness, and they were talking about how people don't they overeat. Oh, there you go. Some people overeat for things that I don't even know if he was still there when we were talking about this part, but they were saying people overeat and they indulge in things. He says, but you never find nobody, overeating on apples, oranges, and nuts. Nobody overeat on that, but they'll definitely overeat and eat like a whole bag of donuts and a whole bag of cookies and stuff like that. But you don't see anybody overeating on this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not the stuff that they overeat on. Not vegetables and fruits. So that's true. Then one of them, one of the sisters that was on the panel today that I was collabing with and talking to, stated that when I went and watched some of her content, she said she does not refer to anything that's not whole foods as foods. She call them products. And I think that's the perfect name for it, because it can't be food. It's impossible. She said they products. I was like, wow. And that was deep. That was deep. That was deep. That was very deep. Because she was talking about like ramen noodles, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, all the household famous, treats. Hey! I'm just speaking. I wasn't speaking of you, but I'm speaking about our conversation today, Coach. What time did my live start? You just getting on it 21 minutes ago. 21 minutes ago. Hey, Coach. Welcome to the live. Double tap the screen. I'm so glad you're in the place, because I was literally just talking about our conversation today. But I am talking about collabing as well. I was going to send you an email. I saw that you had your email on your in your profile. So I was going to send you an email because I wanted to go ahead and see if we could collab, because I want to collab with people who are on the same. Oh, it was an awesome conversation. I want to collab with people who are on the same type of niche, whatever you call it, but more so like minds, or have the same type of goal. I want to collab with them and do like interviews and some like one-on-ones. People get to know you a little bit more on a higher level than just the surface of what you have on your channel. It's called 22 Questions with the Queen. And so basically, it's two sections of it. One where we collab that way, and then I'll be collabing with all creators, whoever, and then getting them introduced as well. But the purpose of doing it, the people on the same, doing the same with me, is so that it helps keep it in the same genre of information. You know what I mean? So peace and love. There go my moderator. There go my sister. I ain't gonna call you my moderator, but you are. I've been having some crazy people up in here, sis. Peace and love, peace and love. So definitely, I want to get with you, Coach. I'm gonna get with Lala. I'm trying to convince V to do it too. Life After 50. Me and Fatima. I don't know if you've not connected with Fatima. We congratulating Fatima today. She hit 1,000 subscribers. Everybody reach out and say congratulations to Fatima for hitting her 1,000. She hit it on live today. Congratulations to the sister, for sure. No, let's see here. Hold on. Why is this doing this? How do I get the... There we go, because that's driving me crazy. Oh, I know. I was like, I'm gonna get on here eating. This is a smoothie bowl, but it's kind of melted right now. But it's dragon fruit and acai base with bananas, blueberries, and strawberries, drizzled with a little bit of honey and a little bit of granola. So that's what I'm eating. I don't know how I keep the words up here. It's driving me crazy. And all of y'all, check out each other's pages too, channels. Do not, we always promoting that we keep a tie together. If it's something that interests you, definitely tap in. But we're not doing sub for sub over here. Remember, that is not a thing. That is not a thing over here with the queen. We don't do sub for sub, but we do support to support. Oh yeah, my granddaughter, she thinks she ready. She said it's Nova's channel. Mm-hmm. They were on screen with me earlier today too. They get to be on screen a little bit too much. But pretty much that's what I'm on here. Peace and love, 5Gs. Welcome to the live. Make sure you double tap the screen. Thank you for joining. I was just talking about collabing with my fellow YouTube content creators, wanting to collab and grow, right? Want to put some things together where we get together and we have a one-on-one conversation where people can see who you are from a different side. And it's called 22 Questions with the Queen. Some of you may have seen Kiss from Jay's rendition of 20 Questions with Jay. And this actually is I guess, a sequel to that. Her goal is to have, this grow like that. So definitely we want to, I took the baton, right? She put the baton out there, I roll with it, and I just changed it up a little bit to, match my genre. Those that know me know that I roll with the number 22. It has meaning behind it. One is a master number, if anybody is in there. Definitely, Fatima. Me and you we getting our schedule because 100% me and you we doing that. We're doing that on a whole bunch of different levels. Bring some more attention to your channel. Now that you're at 1,000 subscribers, we definitely want to, get that, you get those watch hours up so that you can begin to grow in another direction, figure out your direction. You're doing your build over there in Ghana. It's a little slow right now. Like you said, you try to figure out a filler for it. And now you become the super supporter. So we all love you for that, for sure. Any of y'all don't know that Fatima is the MVP, the real MVP, when it comes down to supporting channels. She will watch your channel, watch your videos from beginning to the end, and she makes her rounds. She also shouts you out on a daily basis. If you interact with her channel, she's shouting you out on her channel. And, and people are coming literally and visiting your channel, and you could go visit some people's channel. And did you know you still can support people even though you don't subscribe to their channel? Did you know that? Did you know that if you write down their name and go back to their channel again and watch some other content, you're actually still supporting them? You don't have to subscribe to them. No, they didn't get a subscriber, but maybe they got somebody that can watch their content. Never thought about that, huh? Because I'm that person, right? Because if your content is not what I would necessarily say is, I don't want to hinder anyone. Because I don't know if you know that once you subscribe to someone, if you're not watching their content, what ends up happening is you're bypassing that person's content in your recommended, and YouTube is saying, hey, if the subscribers aren't watching it, why should we push it out to others to look at it? So you're really doing a person a disservice by subscribing to them if you're not going to watch their content. So that's why I'm saying don't just subscribe to subscribe so you can say, I subscribe and, subscribe to me. If anybody puts something like, I subscribe and I'm waiting, my response underneath your response will say, thank you for thank you for subscribing, but I don't do sub for sub. And I know if you've seen your subs disappearing off of your channel, the reason they're disappearing off your channel you are doing this sub for sub, and you're doing it with people. People are subbing to you who have sub to several people at the same time, and it appears like spam. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows up like a spam in the to YouTube. So it looks like they're just sub, and so they look like a bot because they just subscribe to so many people. So if that person subscribed to you, but 4 or 5 people did the same thing, then you're gonna see those 4 or 5 subscribers drop off your list. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful how you going in and subbing people, and because you could be messing them up. You could be somebody thinking they got 1,000 subscribers, and then they only got 900 because 10 of them fell off. You know, just just throwing something out there. But that's not what I came on here to talk about tonight. I want to talk about growing on YouTube. I'm going to grow together. This is my Saturday Night Live. Actually, I could talk about whatever I want to, huh? It's Saturday Night Live. All day, all day, all night. But you know, getting those watch hours is very important. I did a video on that one about how to gain your watch hours, how to make sure that you're getting your watch hours, make sure your videos go live. Um, and YouTube, that's right. Hey, who was that? I just seen somebody. Wale, Wale, 50 plus HB. Peace and love to you. Welcome to the live tonight. I forgot my train of thought actually. I'm thinking about this smoothie bowl that's melting. What do you think about doing looped live videos for watch hours? It sounds interesting. Tell me what you mean by that. Give me a little bit of idea what you mean by that. What would make it a looped live? So, for instance, I'm live now, and then everybody that's on my live then goes to your live. Hey, niece. Peace of love, Jesse. Is that what you mean, Coach? Because I think that is sounds great. Today was the most peaceful day I've had in a long time. Not stressing over anything. Um, oh, I do restream. I do restream. I have quite a few restreams, and then when I bring them back and I make them live, I just cut them down to whatever content. So if it's 30 minutes, I've actually paid for restream on restream.io. I do that. So I actually do that, and I actually pay for mine though, so I can upload longer content and more gigabytes. But it's a free version of it. It's definitely a free version of that, um, where you do upload the content. So I've done a whole instead of releasing my video as content for like the day. So for instance, like let's say I do one of my videos where I made the food, right? Where I created the dish or whatever I've done with the food. And instead of releasing it as content to that particular day, I run it on live on a restream and let it run. But you can't run it longer than 12 hours. I mean, you can. I'm not going to say you can't. But you're risking the chance that when you bring it back over to YouTube for it to archive, it doesn't archive anything past 12 hours. So any watch hours you got past the 12-hour mark, because it doesn't archive it, is not going to be anything that counts. I ran a restream for 16 hours. I literally got 44 hours of watch time, but it was cut. I actually did get it to come over, and I was so happy I did. But I found out later on that after 12 hours, because it can be that being archived, that they can't archive anything past 12 hours, meaning they don't have the rewind ability to go back past 12 hours. So if you record content for 12 hours, then it's going to um, not archive. I didn't know that, but I'm glad I found out. And I also seen somebody with a testimony of them actually, I think in a 24-hour period, ran it for 24 hours, and they actually got all their watch time hours in 24 hours. And then it ended up, they waited for a couple days for the watch hours to update it, and it never updated. And when they inquired about it, it didn't go through. They didn't get any of those watch hours because they couldn't archive it because it was more than 12 hours long. So I hope y'all know that information. It's actually in my video that I did, because I did do that research because I didn't want to be messing up. You know what I mean? But yes, restreaming for sure. I definitely do that already, and that is a great way to go. You can do the free content on the restream. You can also do it on StreamYard, what we were on earlier, Coach. When we was on StreamYard has it too, but I don't know if they have the loop factor. But restream, I did it. Let's see how many times I've done it. 1, 2, 3. I've done it like 4 times. And the max, like I told you, that one I did for 16 hours came out 44 watch hours. But yeah, I have recently as well. And that's what I was telling everyone, let's collab, because after my interview that I had on Kiss from Jay's channel, and then me in return interviewing her, this past week, from last Friday to today, I went from 319 subscribers up to, I'm at 380, actually 80, I said 87, but it's 389 subscribers as of today. So that's the biggest jump I've had in a week ever since I've been on YouTube. And I contribute that to the fact that, you know, people are being directed from different directions than they were previously. You get what I mean? And then my content is being watched, so my watch hours has even increased. So I agree with you, Coach. You know, as long as you got the people watching your content, you don't have anything to worry about. And I think actually we've been told, you know, these little secrets, these little itty bitty secrets to, you know, yeah, yep, you get on your regular content too. But like I said, I pay for restream, so I have some stuff that I'm getting ready to restream on my page because I pay for it. Oh, I have 392. See, it just keeps growing. And I mean, I'm looking at the content. I'm looking at my content and reading this sub, you know, trying to make sure I'm keeping up, because anybody that make a comment, I actually go to your channel. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you say you came from you came from somebody, you didn't come from somebody, you connected with me. It don't have to say that. If you say, "Ooh, that looks so good," I'd be like, "Oh, I remember this person. I ain't never seen them before," and I click it and I go to the channel. And also, that's how I actually, if I see you comment on my channel, whether I just watched a video of yours 5 minutes ago, if you comment on my channel, I'm gonna go back, and as soon as I see it, I'm gonna go watch something of yours as well, because I feel like that's how you keep it. You really keep it in the loop. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a true supporter to those who are supporting you, right? So definitely, that's how I keep up. Otherwise, I can't keep up. So if you don't get a response from me right away, that's just because I'm keeping it there so I can remember to click on it and go back later and watch your content. Absolutely. Yep. Another thing, I just did one on since we're talking about things that help you grow, on shorts. I don't know if any of you do shorts, but would you say right? We have right. We have to like a respect thing that helps growth. Yeah, it helps growth, and it's not even just you know um, for me. I think that it's just it seems right to do, especially those that you see all the time. There's no reason that you should not be looking at their content. You know what? If you're looking at their content, they're gonna automatically come as your recommended anyway. They're gonna pop up there. The people you watch the most are gonna pop up in front of you anyway. So that's pretty much how it works. Um, but I was talking about that. Utilizing shorts. I did a video talking about how shorts are like mini commercials. So if you take your video content, like today, I was watching Coach. Coach had a great. I mean, she does fitness, wellness, and health, fitness, things like that. But she incorporates quite a lot of things, and it's almost like a vlog style, which I think is genius in that because she's actually letting you see how it is to live a real life and also get your fitness in and keep your health, just kind of a whole overall thing. And she's giving advice. But if she takes that one, like the one I watched today, and she took snippets from that, pulled this part, this part, this part, the parts that intrigue you, that make you say, huh? What? It's going to make you want to watch the whole video. So you take those little snippets from those videos, put them into the shorts, create a short. So now when the person, right, and that's what I called it, a strategy. And now when the person looks at your short, either they're going to be thinking, huh? And they're going to watch it again. So now you got 2 views on it, right? So they can pay attention. But if you got that little link down there, just put a little arrow pointing down that, the full video is right here. Click that video. They're going to be on your long form content. Now you're getting watch hours. So, right, let me see more. Or, well, how did they get to that? So, yeah, and let me tell you, my strategy behind shorts was not to just create shorts off of my long form videos. If my long form videos is performing, meaning that in the first day that when you post your videos, it has a 1 through, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. It has a 1 through 10 thing on there in the YouTube studio. Here, let me pull this up. Okay, right here. This is the video I released today. I don't know if y'all can see that. If y'all can see it. So this is the video I released today. You see the little 3 out of 10 right there? So it's saying I have 30 views. That's the average watch time. My average watch time is down. But what I do with a couple things with this whole little thing that I'm looking at, I analyze everything. Because remember, you're not in competition with anybody but yourself. So if 12 hours and 22 minutes mark any other video, I'm number 3 at the 12-hour mark. This video is number 3. Well, I want to go see what video was number 1, what was the average view time on it, and how was it performing at this time. And if it was performing at a different, I'm saying, as far as the average view time being more, and it was performing at, let's say, whatever amount of views, let's say it had 50 views at 12-hour mark, then I need to see what was causing that to be seen that way and what I can do to improve on the next time I put up another video. And so every time you're in competition with yourself, and you use this little thing right here to tell you what to do, right? So in essence, this video says to me, anything 3 out of 10, you let it ride. Don't touch it. Don't add no short. Don't don't even add another video. Because when you add another video on top of it, so if you release content, you're a person who releases content every day and you got a high performing video, you can cut it off at the neck by putting up a new video. Because now YouTube is not, that's not going to be the video that pops up for the person. Your new video is going to pop up and that other video is going to be suppressed. And so if I didn't get to your video yesterday, I'm not going to even see it. And it actually happened. I'm going to tell you how I know it happened. I know Jay, Kiss from Jay, I know she posts every day. I know this. I know this with, because it's what she's done since she's been on YouTube. She's been posting what, for 109 days now straight? But I missed 3 days because I'm watching the video, but it's 3 of them that I didn't even see. And it didn't even recommend them to me. They only recommended her new video to me. So that says to me that my thought process and the strategy that I think is how it works. I study and research everything that I tell. I don't tell anybody anything that I didn't research or do for myself. So the reason I'm telling you that is to say, when it's 3 out of 10 at the end of the night, let it ride. If I wake up in the rising and this number say 6 out of 10, I'm going to throw a short on it. And I may upload some new content. So that's how I decide what I'm going to do for my next strategy, right? I don't automatically say I'm going to do a video, but I had been doing it back to back to back until I started realizing I was cutting myself off at the neck. Let me show you what I mean. My easy raw vegan burrito video is at 183 views, if you could see that right there. When I originally, but look what it's ranking, 2 out of 10. I should have let it ride, but I didn't. I cut it off at the knees. If y'all can follow what I'm saying, if comment so I know that y'all with me, or if this is making sense, or you know what I'm saying? Does this make sense what I'm saying to you? Basically, you don't want to post something if you already got something going already. You want to let that ride, take its ride. Let it take its ride. That's all. So going back to the shorts aspect of it, what I was saying was, so if something's not performing or it's low views, for instance, let me show y'all this. This is actually the one that's in my actual so this is the one that's in my video today. That's in my video that I talk about shorts. I'm talking about peace of love, Crystal, peace of love. I'm talking about collabing with each other. You familiar with that? I've talked to you before about it, but right now I'm talking about shorts. So with the shorts, in my video, I talk about a video, one that I actually did the test on right away. Yeah, let it run its course, but you still want to keep some stuff, in your back pocket, because you got to watch what the video is doing. But for the shorts, you're going to wait 1 to 2 days before you even put a short up to the long form video. The reason that you do this is you're going to see how it performs first. You don't want to put a short up there because in the short, it's going to take the attention of the long form video. I don't know if you pay attention to as soon as you put up a new video, no matter whether it's a short or a long form, it goes into that little slot at the very top, and that's what's being pushed. So you don't want to do that. You want to wait to see how it's doing. So I had the cookie video. By day 2.5, I only had like 34 views on it. And I was like, wow, that's low. Went and I did a short. The short didn't perform off the top. It literally in an hour had like 3 views. So I went in and I refreshed that short. I refreshed the short by going in and changing up the title and refreshing and adding in some tags. You got to go into it and add a description. Because if you know, when you actually upload it, it don't have a description. So but most times it'll perform without it. It could do that without it. My very first short I ever put up, I got over 2,000 views on it in 2 days. And I didn't have anything but the title and the short itself. You know what I mean? I didn't do anything else. I didn't even have hashtags because I didn't even know that was a thing that you're supposed to do or should do, right? So, and it got over 2,000 views. So I think it's just kind of the luck of the draw. So when that happened, I kind of got geeked about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a shorts queen, but that didn't happen. That was not a thing. However, I'm going back to what I did. So I went in and I refreshed it. When I refreshed it, it started picking up, right? Within the hour, I had like 20 views, 30 views, like that. By the end of the day, though, I only had like 55, 45, 55 views by the end of the total day on the short. But on the actual long form video, it went from 34 views to 216 by the end of the night based on that short. This is what I'm telling you. And I did it prior to this. This is not the first time I ever did it, but I did it prior to this. Today, if y'all could see that, that's the cookie video. Look how many views on that. And I just did that 2 days ago. You see that? 483 views. Y'all see that? This is proof right here that I'm telling you. And I have a short to that. There go the short right there. You see the short? And see the short got 504 views now. But it was all low performing. The short was low performing, but the long form went up. And really, you know, it ain't no rhyme or reason, but I have done the same strategy before. I did the same strategy on that. I did it again on the pizza video. I did it again on what was the other video I did it on? Oh, my carrot dog video. My carrot dog video went through the roof. I made a short on it on the basis, not because it wasn't really performing like that, but I did a short on it on just the basis that I wanted to get some content out there for a particular day without having to do a long form content, but still actually have it boost up what was out there already, which is, you know, and that's something to me, that's posting. Whether you do a long form, short form, you do a live, as long as you're keeping yourself present in the front of your subscribers and keeping yourself relevant, they're going to remember you and look for you. So, if you stop showing up, then you become irrelevant, and it can happen in a matter of days. It happened to me. It took me a minute. I literally started in October. I got so burnt out by the end of, because I was trying to do a post every day. I was stressing out. I was like, okay, I got to get 3 things out I got to get 3 or 4. No, I wanted to get 4 things out every week. I had to. You know, this was my goal starting out. I stressed myself out by after Thanksgiving. I took a hiatus, kind of like tired. I'm tired. Right before Thanksgiving, I was like, I'm kind of tired. I tried to get myself back out there. It was really hard. Because at first I had some momentum, and then I came back and it was hard. It was hard coming back, trying to get, you know, people to remember me, because I was already new, you know, and I already didn't have really no subscribers. I didn't have anybody really watching my content. I didn't even know about collaboration with other content creators to that degree. So I kind of depended on the fact that I needed to find these people authentically through just people who were interested in the content. But what I tell you is, you know, we talk about the algorithm all the time, what the algorithm is doing. When I look at it, I look at us as the algorithm, because really, we are in here right now. We're supporting each other right now, right? Every time we show up for somebody's live and we sitting there, we're talking to them, we're interacting, we are showing up, we are supporting each other. And who is the algorithm? Majority of these people on this live right now, because of what I'm talking about, I'm probably going to say we are content creators because we're in the place, right? So we're supporting each other. Now, what does that do for the future of your channel? It allows your channel now an opportunity to move a little bit faster and be pushed out quicker because now there's people watching your content. But what you got to remember is, because I'm health and wellness, and if you're a person that watches other content more than you do health and wellness, you confusing the algorithm a little bit because YouTube also uses whatever your viewers watch in order to recommend out to other people as well. So remember that. So you could be kind of confusing the algorithm a little bit too. But I think that we help push each other's content out further so that other people can see it. You ever seen the impressions? Oh, hold on, let me go to that. All right, so analytics. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Well, I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Maybe I can't see it on here. Oh, here we go. So, okay, so this is, what video is this? Okay, so this is the most recent video I just put out. The ultimate vegan vegetable tortellini pasta, right? You click on it, it has across the top overview, reach, engagement, and audience. If you click on the reach, you see how low my reach is? It's 398. For me, I felt like that number should be in the thousands. But it's all about how much engagement it gets from the people that they're pushing it out to. So if they're not getting the engagement, let's go to engagement. And if you look at the engagement, it tells you how many watch time hours you got on it. It's a short video, so it only got 1 hour and 7 minutes. It tells you how much your average view duration is on it, and it tells you that it's low, and it tells you when they dropped off. So you can actually look at that and see where they dropped off your video. And then it tells you your likes and dislikes on it. Now, if you go into, hold on. Why is it doing this? Okay, there we go. Your audience, right? It tells you about your audience too. You get what I'm saying? Like, it shows you everything, how people are watching your what they're watching you on. 7% of people watch me on the TV. 79% watch me on a mobile device. 6.7% watch me on the computer. 6.4% watch me on the tablet. And this is even important because it's about how you actually frame your content. If you're getting more people watching you on the television, you want to make sure that your content is television friendly. You know what I mean? Where you could actually, where it'll be more inviting for them to see it on the television. You know what I mean? So definitely that. And you want to see on those shorts, when you're doing those shorts, you want to make sure that the words that you see on the shorts are the words that actually, let me go to YouTube, are the words that you actually, that people actually see first, I guess to say. I think it's the first 200 characters or the first 200 characters, I think. The first 20 characters. The first 20 characters is what people see. I'm trying to get to shorts. Let me see how to get to shorts. Get out of here. Okay, right here. Can you see that? So you see what this says? It says understanding happiness versus, but you don't really know what that video is about. I guess you could know that it's understanding happiness, but what is happening right here that's making me want to click on that video? But when you look at this video, you like, what's happening right there? What is going on? It says a love that lasts, and then it doesn't have anything else. So, but then here you got this one. You see how they got the words up there? And then you got this right here. Now you got an idea what this video is about. Rooted, I left you a message on Instagram. I was trying to order make my order. Rooted on here. Hey, peace and love to you. So, and guess who it is? It's Coach. Hey. Yes. I didn't even know that was you, Coach. It's you. And your short is set like it's supposed to be set. That's how it works. That's exact. Did you see how her short looked before I even clicked on it? This is what I'm talking about. I read that and it made me you hear your voice. The way it's set up, that's exactly how it's supposed to be set up. And that's what I'm saying. It catches your attention. I don't know if I could pull up my own shorts that way. I don't know if I can. So I can show you on mine, but let me see. No, it don't quite show you that because it's not in the search form. But if you can see, all my shorts have words here, 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 here. You follow what I'm saying? You know, my highest performing short is my very first one at the very bottom. Right there. That's my first short. Let me play it for y'all. Did y'all peep that? Did any of y'all peep that? What happened in that video? All y'all was waiting to see what happened, wasn't you? All y'all was like, well, what's getting ready to happen? She at Times Square. What's getting ready to happen? I know y'all was waiting for it. Because you were waiting for it, it made people click it again because when it got to the end, it showed my transformation. Because I said, you're getting ready to see the biggest transformation. It says the most amazing transformation you ever seen. And that's how you got to play with the mind thought process of the person that's engaging in it. Because you didn't follow me back, or we not because we're not connected. So you got to look in the I don't know where you have to look exactly. I don't know how you when we're not connected yet, because do you see? Can you go to your follows and find AfricanQueenNorene? That's my Instagram name. Yeah, but that's what I was saying about the shorts, though. I just wanted to show y'all that, because anytime that you have those words up there across the top, it gets people. Yes, ma'am. Ask me any question you want. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be putting this back in the freezer. But that's what I was saying, like the When you have those words up there, that's the first thing that get it. Your thumbnail, you have thumbnails. All of these are thumbnails that you see here. These are all thumbnails. Look at this one. They're like, what's she doing? That look good. This one, like right here, like what is going on here? Like it just make you wonder, like what's getting ready to happen or what's happening. You know, these are not huge views on shorts, but I don't promote shorts. I don't promote shorts. Shorts is not gonna get me the watch hours because they watch hours don't count, but they will get you subscribers. They will also get you views on your long form content. So use it as a tool. You know what I mean? For sure. For sure, for sure. But that was perfect that Coach Norene came up and that was her video. It says this video is set, my video is set not for kids, but I have 11-year-olds, hold on, watching my live stream. Okay, so a friend of mine, another content creator, I should say, actually had the same issue. She had a lot of kids on her lives, and it says your content is set not for kids. But when you set your content not for kids, it means that the kids are not the kids are not supposed to be on your content, meaning that it shouldn't be accessed, but they can access it. You know what I'm saying? If they on there, you know, it's not their YouTube channel. It's not set up with their actual age, and they're on their mother's phone or they're on their computer, and they can see anything they want to see. So you just gotta block them. I wouldn't even entertain any kids on your channel. I would not entertain any children on your channel. I mean, not me, because you know, I mean, I love children more than anything in the world. I do, because children are the future. However, they are the biggest liars when they in trouble. So if they on your live and something go down, they gonna be like, they was on your live, this happened, this they found this person contacted them, this, that, and the other, right? Yeah, they very disrespectful too, because those are like those. But how did you know that they 11 though? It could have been. I heard that it's adults out here pretending to be kids, and it's kids out here pretending to be adults. That's the scary part about being on this social media, because you can't really know who you talking to. You don't really know until who you're talking to until you get them in front of you, like me. I'm actually showing you my face, and so I match the person that shows up on those videos. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm that person. But and when like I'm dealing like with other people, I've actually seen that they're who they say they are. Right? Because I seen them live. You found me. Okay, cool. I was trying to place my order for my Envision. Also, any of you that are not connected with Rooted, yesterday he did a live. I just want to throw this out here because he does essential oils. And you know, essential oils are not like, you know, he always promotes it like this. Like it's not just like about the smell good or whatever of it. It actually performs, right? No, you don't know who you're talking to. So he did a live and he was explaining the different ways that essential oils can be accentuate your situation, I guess, whatever you got going on. And so he asked at the end of his live, you know, give an emotion in which you are, you know, experiencing, and that he would make a recommendation of the essential oil that would help with that particular thing. So I gave him overwhelmed, and he said the opposite of that is vision, which it makes all the sense in the world because I definitely have a vision that I've been, you know, that I see it. I can see it, and I'm ready to, you know, I'm manifesting it every day through but I'm overwhelmed. And in return, he pulled up and it said, you know, it recommend actually the essential oil Envision. Well, when I got done with the live, I had my grandkids again overwhelmed. So I had a lot going on. And so today I was just trying to purchase my essential oils. And I just had a little issue getting through the site, but I wanted to talk to him about it. It's not, I mean, the site is pretty simple and easy to um, navigate, but I'm all about um, natural healings, herbs, things like that, because anything that comes from the earth or generated from some type of, you know, uh, it says oils will really convince you all plant based, and I can't see what it says because my thing. The oils will really convince you all plant based and works chemical free. Yeah, it is chemical free, and I mean I have oils, right? I got oils right here on my dresser right here, right? Um, and those oils do have properties that do things. So like smells and aromas can wake up certain things within your body. If you ever think about it, certain smells can take you to a certain place in time. Whether it be a horrible smell, you'd be like, "Oh, I remember I used to be in the locker room and it used to smell like this," because the smell remind you of like old gym socks, right? But then you have something that smell like your grandmother's house. You know, um, back in the day, some grandmothers, they had the sage burning at all times. Um, Things like that. Things that we kind of find that has been condemned to be negatives, right? So of things like that. But uh, eucalyptus is good. Um, that it clears out your sinuses and things like that. But I buy like eucalyptus crystals. I don't really have the oil. I learned a horrible lesson on eucalyptus because I didn't. Nobody. I mean, I ain't gonna say nobody didn't tell me. How about I just didn't read about it myself? I wanted to take a bath, and I dropped eucalyptus in my eucalyptus crystals in my bath. It literally says one. They're small, they're tiny. And I'm like, one in all of this water? No. So I go sprinkle. I get in that tub, and I'm going to tell you, I was burning in places I can't even describe for a very long time because that was no joke. So you got to know what you're doing, right? When my grandchildren, they have like runny noses or they stopped up and congested. I have little small colds, and I have a little bitty small urn, and I drop the crystals on the urn, and it puts out the eucalyptus into the air, and so it makes the air more purified and cleared. And yeah, I learned the hard way. It makes it makes the air more pure and clear. So when they're breathing it in, it's causing it to open it up. Just like when you put one of those eucalyptus cough drops in your mouth, and it all of a sudden it just opens you up. Like the difference is it's not that. It's in the air. You're intaking it from the air. Or even when you do like a chest rub with the um, chest rub stuff. So eucalyptus is a great essential oil to have as well. You can utilize that. If you got any of those oil burners where you get the little thing, I got quite a few of those too, little oil burners that you use, and you put the little oil in it or the candles. And so smell uh, insights a lot of things. So you might want to check out Rooted in essential oils because he could tell you more than I could tell you. Oh yeah, it opens up your airways, all of that. I mean, it's good for whether or not you congested or not. Because most of us are congested anyway, because we consume things that cause congestion into our bodies. You know, we probably never been clear in our life. So if we ever removed all the mucus from our body, we wouldn't even understand how well we could actually breathe. Like we all you continuously have mucus in your body. I mean, you can hear it in my body, and I don't even really. I honestly, I'm not gonna say really. I don't even consume like dairy products and things like that, and I still got this congestion in my body, and you know I can feel it. But if I could actually clear that out, do you know how clear I would feel? Like, oh my gosh. And you wouldn't even recognize your body. You wouldn't even recognize it because it would be feeling so different. It's kind of the same thing that happens when you fast, and then your brain and your mind becomes clear, and you like, why is everything seem so prevalent? Like, why is everything right in my face? You know, yes, mucus is the root to all disease. You know, Dr. Sabi said it best. You get rid of the mucus, you get rid of the disease. It's a dis-ease in your body. That's what disease is, a dis-ease in your body. So, for sure. Yeah, you get rid of the mucus, you get rid of the disease. And so, I don't know if you ever guys ever heard of the duck flower. That one actually expels quite a bit of mucus, and it expels it from all kinds of areas of your body. So, um, some to become nameless, but I mean it comes out all in every kind of way. So, yeah, that duck flower. Dr. Sabi had it at his when he used to do those retreats and things in Honduras. Um, you could go there to his place, and on my you find my email on the even if you click on this live and go to the description, I put it at the very top of this live because I wanted people to connect with me. If you're interested in just to kind of get back to it, if you want to come on to my channel where we can get together and promote the 22 questions with the Queen, and we can go ahead and grow together, promote each other on each other's channels, you know, get together. I wouldn't even be upset about, you know, doing a 2, 3, 4 way live collaboration with people of like-minded, you know, goals, where we have like a powwow of information where we kind of give all our information and you know and put it out there together. It was similar to what happened today when I ended up on a platform with Coach Lala, um, Miss V was there, Stephanie. Yep, it was cool. I mean, I was like in my zone. So um, we did something like that earlier. You know, it was alive, but everybody was on the platform and they were talking, and you got everybody's perspective and insight. So I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that as a collab as well. I really have a lot of ideas of things I want to do, but I just want to get it off the ground and let's start collaborating with each other, right? Um, it's on. Are you connected with Stephanie? 5 6. I think it's 567. What's Stephanie's name? Because it's on her channel. Um, what's Stephanie's? I know it's Stephanie, but I don't know her. It'll be in my recent history. I guess if she posted it, Coach, do you know if she posted that? She should because that was watch hours for her. I don't see it. Let me see if I can just go to her page. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you. Peace and blessings. Thank you for stopping in. Always, always a pleasure to have you with me living after 50. Always. And don't keeping Stephanie, there you go, weight loss 57. Um, Make sure you keep that in consideration to do that collab with me too. I would love to talk to you live, me and you. It'll be just like me and you having a conversation with people watching us. Did you get that? Did you get that rooted? It's Stephanie weight loss 57. Coach, did y'all work out on there first? Did y'all do a workout or was it just a that y'all came together? Because I came in late. Did y'all do a workout on there together? Oh, okay. So they did do a workout. So they did a workout first. Oh, you connected with Stephanie? Okay. I thought I seen you on some of her stuff before. Well, I'm ready. I know I want to do that with you. Y'all said it's on Saturdays. I definitely can do that. I would love to do that as well. I would definitely love to do that. And that'll give me a reason because, on Saturdays I actually use my excuse that I got my grandbabies that I don't do no exercise. I mainly walk. I mainly walk. That's my true exercise is to get out and walk. Um, Rooted. He does a chair yoga. He just started. He did I think it was a 10-day reset that he was doing. Yeah. But he be doing chair yoga, so that's kind of cool. I mean, it's so many different things that people can do to um, I guess to stay active and healthy. Um, I love walking because you can walk in nature. You know what I mean? I love being in nature. Any opportunity to walk and be in the sun, uh, smell the outside. Uh, 14-day reset. That's what you were doing. And also Fatima. Now she the real MVP here. She be up early and she be outside in nature, and I be hearing all kinds of noises out there. Chirp, chirp. I be like, okay, so the owl's still out, the bat's still out, it's semi dark. Oh my gosh. But I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm not, that wouldn't deter me either, especially she has all that beautiful land around her house. She has a hill that she climbs. She be out there with the weighted jump ropes. She be out there with the weighted hula hoops. Peace and love. Peace and love, Jesse. See you next time. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Um, oh yeah, I'm commenting on that. You didn't respond to any of those comments on there, so I was like, well, maybe he not maybe during the weekend he's focused on like your family, and I mean that's understandable. So that's why I wasn't like if you eventually I was gonna catch you anyway. You know what I mean? You weren't going nowhere, Rooted. You weren't going nowhere, so um, I eventually caught you. I was gonna catch you anyway. So that's why I went on there. I went on there and I watched the video, but today I went back to that same video and left you a message saying to check your Instagram. Um, yeah, but Fatima, which is Ghana Africa bound, she is out there every day in the I call them the trenches, making it happen. Uh, it's Ghana Africa bound. If you type that in, she pops right up. Her channel, she's looking at building. Well, she's not looking at. She is building in Ghana, and right now her build is on, um, not necessarily pause, but uh, she so she's like I said, she's a huge supporter. Like she is out there, but she be live in the morning working herself or working out. She's conscious about her body too. So it's just downtime. That's what she's saying. Yeah. So absolutely. So she into it. I mean, everybody been really motivating me to move a lot more than I've been moving. The winter time has gotten me down, and I've been acting like that's a reason not to do, not to exercise. That was not an excuse at all. Especially they got these walking pads and all of this stuff like that. Um, so there's not a reason not to do anything. Um, I mean, looking at Coach today on her channel. Um, what you say there, Coach? Man, see I come full circle. See I come full circle, Coach. You see that? I chose her channel because it said she was building in Ghana, and I'm like, I definitely would consider a relocation, 100%. So why not find somebody that's going through the process? So if that's something I want to do, I could do. Hey, 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 hey. Peace and love, Zoe. Peace and love. Welcome to the live. Double tap that screen. I am so glad to see you in the place. I thought I just seen something pop up on my screen that you was live. Did you shut your live down and just come over here with me? If you did, I appreciate you. I appreciate you because I sure see you go went live. Are you still live? So you live talking to me on your live? I'm on your live. Okay, let's do this. Cause it just popped up and said say it right here. Zo Madness live. I was like, oh my God live. I don't know if I could click on it and watch it while I'm live, but I don't have to because you're here with me. I don't know how you doing that though, because I thought you could only run one stream at a time or something when you under your channel, but maybe it's not. Let me see what happened when I click on your live if it take me there. I'm gonna turn it down and let her play. But get out of here! Get out of here! Oh my gosh! Oh my God! I never knew that. I never knew that. I never ever knew that. And he on there talking to his people. I'm talking to my people, and this is what he looking like. Zoe, that's my guy. I love me some Zoe. He's so real. He's so real. But yeah. So I was talking about. I wanted to. I wasn't opposed to. Oh, you watch it on your phone and commenting from your iPad. Commenting from your phone, watching on your iPad. I know you can do that on the TV. See, I never even knew this. I'm glad I know this now. So really, honestly, you can do quite a bit of things at the same time. That's good. That's really good to know. Because what's happening right now is, did he put that up there to do that to irritate me? Because he got this candy. Because you know how I am about that. About Did he do that to say he was gonna eat some red dye number 3 right there on the camera? He is crazy. He is crazy. But I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I have to turn Zoe off. Oh, I was saying I wasn't aware that you could do that on on two devices, but that actually does work. Um, what does it say? I wanted to motivate a group of us to relocate and form our very own community. Tia sent me something today. This is what I was watching today, and the message I sent you on WhatsApp, uh, Fatima, was regarding creating a group chat, including Tia in the group chat, because she said you gave her the information, but she said she don't really know none. Nobody really know how to work WhatsApp, I guess, because I know I thought I did, but I didn't. Um, but I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link of what it is. Um, oh, did you answer me? Okay, okay. I'll check it out for sure, for sure. All right. And is Rooted still on here? Because also I still want to, I don't want to get sidetracked and not get my order in, because I will do that too. Also, if you got business, I'm going to be checking out um, anybody got business. I'm a small uh, supporter of small businesses. Any small businesses I support. In one way or the other, whether I promote it or I purchase the products myself, I am a supporter. Now, when it comes down to that, I am a supporter. Right now, I don't know what day of the week it is. We got a sister that's trying to get a grant right now. Her name is Zanacious Roots, and she's a YouTube content creator, but she just got on the scene. But she has the opportunity to get uh, a grant for $25,000 and work with the guy from Shark Tank, the one who created FUBU. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but her name is Zanacious Roots, and I put the link on my community tab on the post. It's kind of far down, so I'll refresh it and I'll put it at the top. But you can vote every day. Right now, she's in fourth place. She already made it to the second round. You have to have a Facebook account in order to vote, because that's how they verify you when you vote, so that you're not making sure that you're not voting more than one time. But if you got more than one Facebook page, I say hook her up, because I got more than one, so I hook her up. My thing is when we're supporting each other, something that right there don't cost you nothing but a little bit of time. If we're gonna support each other, let's support each other. So if you know somebody or know something that someone needs, or that you know somebody that has a business, that's how you support. So if I'm supporting your small business, let's say you got something that I don't need, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and purchase something that I don't need, because that's ridiculous. Um, but her Facebook page, I don't know, because it's her name. It's her actual name. But if you put in Zanacious Roots, it's Zenacious Roots with a Z, she should pop up. But I'm not going to purchase something that's I don't know why this is not. Okay, there we go. Um, and I think her link is pinned at the top of her page, because she has a fan page too. And if you don't see it there, you can go to my Queen's Alchemy on Facebook. It's on there too. It's pinned on my page too on Facebook. But and on African Queen Norene. Oh, she popped up. Okay, good. Yep. So I'm like I said, I'm not gonna just be purchasing, but what I'm going to do is what I just did. Right now, I'm getting the sister's tea. Right. This is what she do. That's her business. She creates teas. She makes teas from herbs, natural herbs, and things like that. And she got some called Banana Foster. She got this peachy tea. If you go on Zoe Madden's page, he did a review because she sent him some complimentary tea, and he did a whole review on it. And he made me want the tea through the screen. But that's just Zoe for you, right? But that I just like to support, So Uh, I love some tea too. I love some tea. I'll drink some tea in a minute. Matter of fact, as soon as I said some tea, I looked at the time. I was like, nah, I don't want you drinking no tea this time of night. I was like, maybe I want to get some tea, but I might because I've been kind of, been up. I just need to make sure I get some sleep. You know, I go to the plantation in the rising. Tomorrow is a plantation day for me. My plantation week starts on Sunday. My my days off is Friday and Saturday. So I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina. North Kakalaki. North Kakalaki. Y'all drop what state y'all in. I know, if I'm not mistaken, Fatima is in. Are you in Georgia or Texas? Everybody is over where? Everybody is in North Carolina. Oh, I know you in Colorado. You told me the other day you were in Colorado. Georgia. Cinnamon tea. I do have, I don't have any cinnamon tea, but I can tell you the properties of it. Give me a second. Give me half a second. This is how the old people talk on the phone these days. What are the benefits of cinnamon tea? Cinnamon tea contains various compounds that provide potential health benefits, including its antioxidant properties, um, anti inflammatory effects, heart health, digestive support. It stimulates digestion and relieves stomach discomfort. It has brain health properties. It improves cognitive function and protects against neurodegenerative disease. Peace and love, LaFonso. That's my guy. I love Zoe. Um, brain health. What is the other one? Weight loss, improve skin health, reduce menstrual cramps, and boost immune system. Cinnamon tea. So maybe it does curb your appetite. If it says it assists with weight loss, it doesn't say it does that though. I'm not really a cinnamon tea drinker, but I did make some cinnamon tea, some blackberry and strawberry cinnamon tea with orange, fresh squeezed oranges, and some orange zest in it. And the strawberries and the blackberries were like just kind of. I used one of those emulsion blenders to blend it up in there. So it had like a little grain, so you just strain it over, and it came out really good. It tastes really good, and it has cinnamon in it. So, and I just did that because I saw somebody else do it, and it looked like it was good, and it was good. So I created it. Actually, I'm gonna post that video too, because it looked so good. It was good. Does anyone on here juice? Do y'all juice? Have you ever juiced before? I believe it. I believe it. I could see that. Oh, everybody in North Carolina on your YouTube family. Well, I'm really from Detroit, so I'm really from Michigan, but I've been here a few years. Yeah. Yep. So, teas that I frequent on a regular basis. Um, I'm gonna get back to juicing. That's why I asked, but it's kind of expensive to juice the fruits. Juicing the fruits. It takes quite a few fruits to get a certain amount of juice, and like to get like probably 16 ounces of like apple juice or something like that. That's like 2 bags of apples, pretty much. Um, I mean, it could be expensive. I mean, that's $10 for 16 ounces of, you know what I'm saying? 10 ounces of apples. I mean, of apple juice. So I mean, it could be expensive to juice. I do have a juicer. I said I was gonna start juicing again, or at least juicing once or twice a week. Yeah, it is very expensive. But my go-to teas, one tea that was I still have at least once or twice a week is my hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea properties uh, reduces high blood pressure. So if you got high blood pressure or think that you may have high blood pressure, then uh, or that trying to control it, that's a tea that actually helps. That I used that during my time when I was reversing my high blood pressure. I drank hibiscus tea daily, along with fasting and changing my food intake and what I put in my body and things like that. So that's how I reversed my high blood pressure. But hibiscus tea, I still drink it because I like the taste. It has a bitter taste. I don't put any sweeteners in my teas at all. None. No honey, no agave, no sugar, no nothing. Um, I might squeeze some lemon in there though, depending on what tea it is. I don't necessarily hibiscus tea. I just drink it like it is. Another one is ginger and turmeric tea, or just ginger. I like a mullein tea. Mullein tea helps clear your sinuses. Um, helps to remove like the mucus in your body, clear your throat, things like that. Mullein tea. Um, what's another one? I don't drink a lot of mullein, but it depends on how I feel. I drink more mullein in the wintertime than I do in the summer. I drink hibiscus all year long. Like I said, once or twice a week. I definitely have ginger and turmeric tea more often than not. And that's because it's an anti-inflammatory. Um, oh, rose orange tea sounds delicious. I'll have to try that out. Um, I do the ginger turmeric tea because it reduces the inflammation in your body. So if you have like joint pain in your knees, that's inflammation. Um, yep, that doctor did tell me that. Oh, so that's right, you watched my video. Yep, sure did. That stick with me hard. That was a hard thing to take in. I cut a lot of that out the video because I just didn't want my video to get flagged. So I kind of made it really short, but everybody got the point. This doctor told me that I was going to be on high blood pressure medication for the rest of my life, and that there was nothing that I could do. When I asked, that was the question that I asked. I said, I really don't want to be on this medication. Is there anything that I could do? Because I had passed out based on being given too much of the medication to begin with. It dropped my blood pressure too low. I passed out and bust my whole chin open. I mean, I could have been really hurt. You know what I mean? Um, didn't you say, you just said that the doctor told me? Did I say it on the live? I don't know if I said it on the live. But I know I did it on the video. The video I did for my 1 year anniversary of fasting. Um, I talked about that doctor. Oh, are you being funny? Because definitely you watch my videos. I know you do. Girl, stop it. Fatima, stop it. Why you know what time it is? You messing with me. time of night. That's my sister though. Ah, I am. I'm probably like I'm kind of loopy here. Yes, I'm kind of loopy. Like I'm gonna go throw this in the freezer. Take y'all with me to put this in the freezer. But um, yeah, when that doctor told me I would be on blood pressure medication for the rest of my life, I was like, I didn't understand how a doctor wouldn't give you any suggestions on what you could do. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't a doctor tell you that you can, with diet and exercise, you can change that, or, you can make a difference, or, like, what doctor tells you that, what doctor tells you that you're going to be on medication for the rest of your life? The doctor's just trying to line their pockets, I guess, because I'm going to have to always come to him and get a prescription filled. I'm going to always have to go to the doctor to see the doctor to make sure that I got to take the medication that I'm going to take. You know, so I guess that's what that's about. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't understand how why is that even allowed? Why would that be allowed? Why would it be allowed that you can, uh, yes, that's true too. That is true. Coach say they in bed with the pharmaceutical companies. This is true. He probably got high stocks in there. Yeah. That was some, that was some, that was some, it was traumatic, but the traumatic part of him saying that to me saved my life, because I was more than determined at that point to prove this doctor wrong, right? Like to prove this doctor wrong. Like, you is out your mind. I done heard too many testimonies of people who have reversed their high blood pressure. My blood pressure was through the roof. I had numbers that would probably somebody should be laid over somewhere. And I had a big time frame where I was in denial, where I didn't even want to take medication. I was like, I do not have no high blood pressure. Exactly. I did do it, and it's just it's beyond it's beyond me. When I actually did it, that's when I knew that we had control over our own lives. That's when I knew it. I already thought that, but I was like, you can say it till you blue in the face. If you ain't never did it, who you gonna tell? How you gonna tell somebody about it? You gonna try to tell somebody off somebody else's testimony? That ain't gonna work. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to, my bed stuck. Hold on a second. I'm trying to let it down a little bit. Here we go. All right. So I'm like, that ain't, that's just not gonna work. Trying to tell somebody something about what you doing. You have to be the example you want to see. I felt like if I was able to do that for myself, then I can help others get the same results. I heard you earlier say, Coach, on your video where you were talking about people and having diabetes and not realizing that they can actually reverse diabetes. Now that's one that they're telling you that you can't do. And I know that's not true as well. It can be reversed. 100%. 100%. I know this. I never had diabetes, but I know it can be reversed. I just seen too many people. Some other things. If you know people that are suffering with things, when I tell you, if you listen to your body and your first mind, y'all gonna hear me say this so much, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, okay, Norene, Queen. Okay, Queen. We're going to listen to our first mind because your first mind is going to guide you in the right direction. Not your first feeling. Um, yep, and they always, and I heard you say too, I'm going to tell you, hold on, I'm going to come back to that, what you just said, Coach. But not your first feeling, because sometimes your feeling be like, oh, I want to, you don't feel like you want to do something. I'm talking about your first mind, that conversation you have with yourself. I call it speaking to your spiritual team, having, that conversation where something's telling you to do something that you don't really want to do, or telling you to do something that you like, why am I being told this, or why am I having this conversation with myself? If you could step aside and let that ego ride out, go somewhere else, and pay attention to what your body is saying, as well as your internal voice, that voice you hear on the inside of you speaking to you is you telling you. That's your first mind. Listen to it. I listened to my first mind and I saved my life. My first mind told me to fast back in January, and I did, and I saved my life. Because I think that if I wouldn't have did it at that very moment, things would be looking different a year later today. I definitely think that, because we're told to do things that we don't um, want to do, but then we end up, if you actually do it, you make your life even easier. You know what I mean? So I'm getting ready to address what Coach said. Coach said, yes, you can reverse diabetes, and there's too many people with it not informed and are eating things that they really shouldn't. And when I tell you that what you put in your body, what you put in your body will is what can save your life, meaning that you can change your life by what you're eating. I've heard so many different things and witnessed it for myself. What you put in your body changes things. I just told the testimony yesterday about how when I was eating fish on a regular basis, how my body would, flare up. If you think about people who have gout, they can't have fish because the mercury in the fish, um, the iodine, I have hyperthyroidism. Go figure, right? And but I loved fish. But what's in fish? Iodine. What does thyroid problems come from? Iodine. So you got all these things that you got going on in your body, but you don't understand that you got to pay attention to what you're putting in your body and the combination of things. You have to study you. You can go to a doctor all day long, and that doctor can tell you about you based on what you told the doctor. If you think about it, the doctor can't tell you nothing about you until you tell the doctor. If you go in there and tell that doctor, my hip hurt on the left side and my knee is popping. I get a headache in the morning when I wake up. You know what that doctor gonna do? He gonna give you a whole bunch of what it could be, which I could tell you, well, if you're getting a headache when you wake up, it could be that you might need to drink more water, or you might be dehydrated. I could have told you that. But because this person has some letters behind their name, we give them more accreditation when they didn't even study things that we need in order to heal ourselves. They study how to treat illnesses, not heal them. Think about that. They study how to treat, not heal, or they're not in the healing business. They're in the treatment business. So if you go in there and you tell them, oh, I have this, but they're not going to tell you about the foods that you should eat in order to make that better, or that you should eliminate. Because if you look at the chart that they tell you, the food chart that you eat off of, at the very top of the food chart, you got dairy, meat, then vegetables. If I'm mistaken, I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Let me see what the food chart look like. Hold on. Give me the food chart. Standard food chart. Oh, I'm sorry. It is. Oh, and did y'all peep it was a pyramid? And that's subliminal to whoever can pick up on what I'm putting down. That's the food chart. So at the top of the chart, they actually have dairy. Dairy causes inflammation. But if you go to the doctor and tell them that you have swelling or inflammation, they don't tell you to eliminate dairy. If anything, they tell you that you need to drink more milk to improve your bones. Okay? All right. So, let's see here. Um, oh, it is meat. I was right. The meat and dairy is at the top of the food chart. What? In what world would that make sense? I don't care if you eat meat or not. In what world would it make sense that food with dairy and meat would be at the top of the food chart? Then it's fruits and vegetables in the second line. And then wheats and breads, which actually they don't have nuts on here. I guess maybe it could go under. They don't have nuts on here. They don't have grains, but they got bread. So y'all tell me what this chart is about. I had a woman. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me show you how something. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. It's a pyramid. Okay, so Coach, remember earlier you were like we were talking about Ozempic, and um, you were saying that you giving a treatment to something that is an addiction, and anything else that has an addiction, you have to go through rehab, you have to do this, you have to do that. Why was it this woman today? I kid you not. I'm ready. I'm about to play her video. I want y'all to hear this because it actually hurt my heart. What? Wait till you hear this, Coach. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. You're going to be like, no way. And it was posted today. This is why I'm telling you we are aligned and we need to pay attention to what comes to the forefront of our in our existence. When something is shown to us, it means it needs some attention, and we're probably the ones. Yeah, I do too. I didn't like the fact they was trying to push it on my 20-year-old son either. Uh oh, I didn't know that. I just don't. I'm not down with no medications at all. I'm not a medication fan at all. Why is it not coming up? Okay, so this would have been yesterday. I just watched her today. Why will she not be in my watch history? Oh, I gotta let y'all hear this. This is so sad. And it's sad for me because I relate because I feel the same way, but not only did that, but we had just had the conversation. We literally just talked about it. We literally just talked about it. Please let me find it. Please let me find it. Oh, I watch a lot of YouTube. And now I can't think of her name either to pull her back up. I can't think of her name to pull her up. Oh, there it is, right there.
emotional eaters. I struggle with food. I am happy. I need
Oh,
food.
it's her. Wait,
I
did
am
you just say
sad.
hello,
I
Nufunda?
need
Oh my God,
food. And not
Oh
really
my
good
God, I'm playing
food.
your
I
video right
just
now.
need food
Y'all tell
that
me
I
this
really
not
not good
alignment.
for
Hold
me.
on, hold on. I gotta pause
You
it.
know what I mean?
Please, 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 please listen to me. Okay, so you with me? You with me, Coach? You are with me, Coach? You are with me? Y'all see, I'm. Namfundu. Listen, 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 listen. I was just earlier before I saw your video today, and I watched it. You know I watched it because I commented on it. Before I saw your video today, me and Coach and a few others were in a group setting, and Coach said that it should be some type of treatment or rehab because food is an addiction, just like other addictions. But there's nothing that you do for that. Then I, later on, down the road today, run across your video and watch it. Now, right now, I'm on this video on here, and I say to Coach, let me tell you, you, you know the conversation we were having earlier today? And what you said? And she was like, yeah. I said, I was looking at this video from this woman. Let me show it to you. I couldn't find it. The moment I'm looking and I start playing your video, there you are. Right there. And I see uh Fatima saying hello to you. And I'm like, she on the lot. Y'all didn't even see the video. How did y'all know that I was talking about her? With that being said, I'm getting ready to play the video because I want y'all to hear it because this is the real deal. This is why I'm telling you this. Hearing this broke my heart because I know what she talking about. I ain't been there. I'm there a lot of times still in my mind today. It's hard. This ain't no walk in the park, and I get what she's saying. So watch this.
Is there a place for people who are emotional eaters? I struggle with food. I am happy. I need food. I am sad. I need food and not really good food. I just need food that are really not good for me. You know what I mean? What kind of food? I'm talking about chocolates. I'm talking about chips. I'm talking about junk. You know, so my question is, if people are struggling with alcohol, there is a place for it. People are struggling and they need help. If people are struggling with taking extra, I don't know if I can say this, but they taking extra things that are not supposed to take, medicine kind of, there is a place for them, right? Why there is no place for people who are struggling with food? Because like we gain weight, it's not healthy. Emotionally, it's not healthy. We are struggling. I am struggling, and I know for a fact I'm not the only one who struggle with food. I'm an emotional eater. I know I can discipline myself. Maybe if I'm saying I'm changing my lifestyle, I can discipline myself. Maybe I'm fasting for some time, or I am doing a cleanse, and I do very, very well. But trust and believe, if something disturbs my soul, something happens, and then I just go like sad, I am gonna go dig in. and junk food. I'm talking about chips. I'm talking about chocolates. I'm talking snacks, basically. I have a problem with snacks. You know, I do eat good food, but I crave bad, bad food if I'm going through things. So, my question is there a rehab for people like me? Let me know, friends. All I'm saying is there should be a way to get help for people like us, because sometimes we see people, they weigh like 600 pounds and we don't understand how they got themselves in there, and they didn't they didn't find help earlier. They really didn't find help sooner, so this is why they end up like being 600 pounds. I was 200. My highest weight was like always been like, if I'm heavy, I'm 220. Now, my heaviest, I found myself at 300 pounds. I don't know how I got there, but I do know that it's just that I have like issues going through things internally. So it all adds up. So, yeah, where can we find help? Where? But I did check in with nutritionist. So I'm on the right track. So hopefully I'm gonna get back, and I'm hoping I'm gonna be with a nutritionist for the whole year and see what I can, you know, and see how it goes. Yep. But I was just curious today, like, where is a rehab for people like us? It just, it was just in my mind, like, where is a rehab where you can just go and stay there, you know, for months, until you're okay. We need that. People need that. Well, thank you guys for listening to me, but it was something in my mind. Thank you. Bye.
I love her. I just want to say this. She said, this is something that was on my mind today. My conversation I had with Coach today, the conversation that was being had with Coach was identical to this same thought that she said she had today. This just goes back to the same thing that I keep saying to across the board. When something comes to your mind, it doesn't just come to you. It's something that's being laid on the in the mind and the spirit of all those who could be impacted. Why did she get on? Why did she get on? Why did Namfudu get on this YouTube and have that conversation today? How did I come across it? Everybody, just come on, put everything together. Let's think about it. Let's think about it in reality here. That's because everything is in alignment. This is alignment. And I'm going to tell you, I'm getting ready to share something with all of y'all right now, because that's why that video touched me so hard, because she said the one part she said, you see, you don't even know when you're talking, speaking for yourself, you always are helping someone else. What comes out of your mouth always will help someone else. You best believe it, especially when it's timely. Read my earlier comment, Queen. Okay. Um, I will. Give me 1 second because I won't lose my thought. When Fundo said that when she knows how to eat right. She knows she eats good. She eats the right foods. That's not her issue. Her issue is when she gets to a situation that causes her to want to eat, her drug of choice, she don't go get high on a on drugs. She don't go have a drink. She goes and she buys chips and candy and cookies and all of that because that's what makes her feel better, but it's only a temporary fix that actually impacts your health and causes you to get to another level because it's all really, you got to think about it. Coach said it earlier. It's a mental thing. It's mental. A it's a trauma that needs to be healed in order for you to even get past that stage so that when you get to those things that cause you to want to do that, you don't respond that way. You have a coping mechanism to perform differently. I always think about the show The Biggest Loser. Those people went on that show and I mean, some of them were on there for however many weeks. That's like a rehab. Even though they were on there, but they was teaching them how to eat, how to make better choices, how to uh, how to make better choices, how to actually exercise and move your body. You know, even though it was a show, but if you think about it, in a way, that was a rehab. A lot of people on that show would say, "This is my last chance to save my life, to make a change." So, if she's right, if they had something like that that was available, think about all the things that your healthcare gives you options for. Do they give you options for that? Is that a healthcare option? Is it even a thing? Is there a place where you can, is it a thing? Is there a thing like that? And if it's not, I think I got to market. I think I got to market. What I'm trying to say is if there's things that don't exist that have a camp or a rehab facility for people who are addicted to, um, exactly, Ozempic or weight loss surgery, which is still not going to correct the mental, your body might look better, but what else is going to be wrong with you? You know how many people died in weight loss surgery? I know 3 people that did. So that being, the case, that's sad, right? And they do gain the weight back. You're absolutely right. But I don't want to lose my train of thought on what I was going to say. The one thing that she said about the fact that she keeps going back because of that, I'm going to tell you, that's where I fall short too. Because I got so much going on in my life on a daily basis. Sometimes I have the desire to be like, okay, this is my only time that I got to myself. And, you know, I want to enjoy it and I want to sink down and I want to be, small and I want to be, like tucked in and I want to eat this particular thing because it's going to make me feel better for that moment, right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something really strange. Now, I know that it's quite a few of y'all still on this live with me. If y'all drop a comment and let me know that you're here, because my screen is reading 2, but I know there's at least 4 or 5 of you in here. I know. See, Fatima's here, and I know the coach is here, right? Big Dog was just here too. Um, so, and I don't know if Namfundu is still on here. She here too. So that's what I'm saying. That's YouTubing, but that's okay. Neither here nor there. But and then I just want y'all let y'all know it was 12:22 when Namfundo put that up there and said she's still here, which means I know that my alignment right now and her, she's been like, she don't even know it, but she's been instrumental quite a bit. She's inspired me to start getting my steps back up. doing my 10,000 steps. Um, and so she don't know she's motivational. And in this instance right here, this right here got me. That emotional eating got me because I do fall short sometimes, even when I'm practicing doing better. When I'm telling you to do better, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to restrict myself and listen to my first mind that's telling me, don't buy that bag of chips, or don't get those fries, don't do it, don't do this, don't do that. Sometimes I lose the battle. We don't we're not really transparent all the time. And so for me to be telling, it's everyday battle. And so every day you got to make a decision to choose you. You are, no, thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. This is just, y'all don't understand how much confirmation this is for me. Y'all don't get it. I wouldn't be able to begin to explain the confirmation that I'm getting right here, right now, at this very moment. Everything that just happened is just, it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Yep, absolutely. 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 Absolutely, sis. Fatima says the alignment of consciousness is real. It is. It is. It is. Please pay attention. Pay attention. And you have to, y'all seen it. Y'all, everybody that was on this live witnessed it right there. I told you I couldn't even remember how her name was on the freaking thing. I couldn't even find her. So it wasn't like I knew she was here or this is what, and y'all didn't even know who I was talking about. Y'all had no clue who I was talking about. None. That's crazy. In real time. It happened right here. Right here. On this, right here. It's something other different for me because I know when I told you that, everybody got a name for whatever it is that they know that exists out, that is of a higher knowledge or higher being or whatever you want to call it. Some people call it universe, some people call it God, some people call it Yahweh, some people call it whatever, right? They got names for it. But when I tell you, it don't matter what the name is. It just happened. Do you get what I'm trying to show you? Like, it doesn't matter what you call it. It doesn't matter what you say it is. Because this is real. This is real. This is happening. This happened. And it's real that what you said, it's my life. I live it. I live every day. It's the hardest thing ever. And to know that other people go through this. This is why I do what I do. This is why I do what I do. This is why I do what I do. There's no reason why we should be in the conditions that we're in. Coach, this right here should show you that your purpose and your mission and your goal and your intentions are needed more than ever, because this wasn't just an alignment of what just happened right here. When just that, it started from this rising. I was on the live with y'all at 11 something today, 11, 12 o'clock this afternoon. It's now 12 o'clock midnight. You said something that, and it came full circle. Y'all don't know. Crystal's World, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know you just popped in on the live, um, and it's pretty deep, sis. So I really don't know if I can actually recreate it for you, but in essence, a true alignment of consciousness is what it said to happen at this very moment, which I definitely know did happen. And I don't know who was that. Was that TP Media TV? Absolutely, I agree. It doesn't matter what it's called. That's why, I don't get hung up on titles. I don't want nobody putting no titles on me. I don't want you to put me in a box. I don't want you to think that I have a one way about myself, because I am everything. One thing I have come to know, that I am everything. I'm not just one thing, I'm everything. I am the all. I know that. When you start putting the boxes and titles on things, you limit yourself. You limit yourself to be in one space and exactly to be that one thing. That's it. You could be anything you want to be. The world we live in today tell you that. You can be anything. And we think that everything is supposed to be, but how do we even know that? How do we even know? We don't know. You only can know what you know. That's my question to everybody. What do you know? Not what somebody told you. And that's exactly why I say that I could go up here and I could be telling somebody else's testimony of something that's happening, but why was her testimony my testimony? Why was what she's saying exactly lining up? Coach don't know that she hit a nerve earlier. She don't know that, because I didn't go into depth about that, but that hit a nerve because I was like, she right. 100% right. There's nothing out here to say it's a solution for, basically, I guess you call when you abuse alcohol, it's called an alcoholic. When you abuse drugs, it's called a drug addict. So because it's not the food that we're addicted to, it's the stuff that's in the stuff that they call food, right? Earlier, I was listening to Lala's channel, and she was saying that it was products. That instead of calling them food, because it's not food, it's products. These products that we're addicted to, that you want, that you crave, and you're only craving it because they only have band-aids. You're absolutely right. But we only crave it because of what they put, the chemicals and the things that they put into it, which is the same thing. If you think about it, she says she's craving sweets, candy, things like that. Sugar is just like cocaine. It gives you the same rush as cocaine, sugar. And that's what she said she was craving. And that's what she craves when she gets into that emotional state. And so, any person that's going through any type of addiction of to anything, when they get into a hard spot, they always want to go back to what gave them that first high. Let me tell you, I started smoking cigarettes because I smoked a cigarette. The very first cigarette I smoked, I bought a Lucy from the store. I smoked a cigarette and it gave me this high, like this euphoria feeling that I couldn't explain to you. That so I was like, "Woo, okay, what was that?" Next time I smoked a cigarette, because it was a time down the road, it happened again. I'm like, I'm gonna buy me a pack of cigarettes. I buy a pack of cigarettes and I smoked these cigarettes to the point where I was chasing that very first high that I got from hitting the cigarette the first time. And so that's what we're doing. And so when you stop doing something, so when I tell you I quit smoking cigarettes in June 2020, it just came to me and it fell off of me. I just stopped. It just happened. It wasn't, I didn't try, I wasn't in no, it just happened. But what I'm telling you is when I get to those, when I got to different situations, smoking those cigarettes, you always pick up a cigarette. Like she said, you happy, you eat. You sad, you eat. You bored, you eat. You emotional, you eat. You got anxiety, you eat. You eat, you eat, you eat, but you go to the sweet. Same thing with the cigarette. I'm happy I'm smoking. I'm partying, I'm smoking. I'm smoking because I'm smoking. I wake up, I smoke. I go to bed, I smoke. I smoke in the middle of the day. It's freezing outside, I'm going out to smoke. I'm smoking, I'm smoking, I'm smoking. Same thing. Let's go fast forward. If you are addicted to alcohol, you have those same tendencies. You also, if you're addicted to some type of drug like crack cocaine or just heroin or whatever it is, it's going to bring you to that point because you're going to be chasing that high, that same high that you got the first time. So if you don't hit it, you're going to keep trying, and that's what make it more and more and more. But when you actually use those things as a tool to cope with the things that is going on with you, then that's when it becomes an issue. So when it comes down to the food that we're putting in our bodies and the things that we're eating, and we're choosing sugar, which is like cocaine, to put in our bodies as a part of a solution, there's nowhere to go for that. Nobody says, "Oh, she's a sweet addict, right? She's a sugar addict." Where they say that at? They don't have no treatments for it. Nowhere. Nowhere. Not anywhere. It says, yes, you're right, addicted to chemicals. That's me, addicted to sugar. Absolutely. Oh, Rue, did you used to smoke cigarettes? Yep, I quit in 2020. That wasn't my first time quitting either. I smoked since I was 18 years old. And then I quit after I had um, when I got pregnant with my first child in the 90s. And then when that child turned 16, I started smoking again. That child that I'm talking about that I started smoking with, that's when he was 16, is now 31. And I just quit in 2020. So that go to show you I smoked for a very long time. I smoked for a long time. And it was, I had to, you eat, you smoke, you smoke, you smoke, you just smoke. And you just always wanted to find that reason. But it's like you always trying to replace it with something else too. And we can't replace those things, because if you that one thing that you're replacing it with don't work out, then what you gonna do? You're gonna default back to it. Or you give yourself permission. I'm good for giving myself permission to do something. I'm always saying, oh, you got, just this one time or in moderation. There is no moderation. There's no moderation for an addiction or someone who's an addict. You cannot give a person who's an alcoholic, or has an addiction to alcohol, or someone who has an addiction to drugs, the allotted time to or permission to just say, "Oh, you can just hit this crack pipe right this time," or just do it this one time. Don't and you ain't gonna do it no more. That's not true. Same thing with a drink. You get that taste on your taste buds. You be like, that was pretty good. I ain't had that in a long time. It depends on when you get it. Same thing with that cupcake or that candy bar or that slice of cake or that whatever it is, right? Whatever that is. What did Ruta say? It's so crazy because all of the food product most of us are addicted to, we still consume, and then the doctor tells you now you have health issues. Here's some pills, and here comes more health issues. That's a band-aid. And it ain't even a band-aid. It's almost like giving them permission to continue to do the bad habits they do, but just take this medication as a replacement for it. Because they're not giving them a solution to correct the situation. And you're right, Coach. It ain't no moderation. Because if you my problem, I know that I have addictive natures. You also have to know who you are, right? You got to know who you are. When you're dealing with addiction, you have to know who you are. I came on my platform, I came on my channel letting everybody know that I was a food addict because that's the best way I could explain that I had an addiction to food. I did a video that says we listen but we don't judge, and I told stories about how I would get up at, I mean, not get up, but just be up like I am right now. But I would be going to McDonald's drive-through line, the 24-hour drive-through line. There was times I would sit up and eat. I've eaten just because I knew I didn't want the feeling of how I felt when I would eat, the feeling of feeling better, because I felt like it made me better in the moment to end, so I would get more food. And I would eat till I would get sick. So one time I got like 2 Big Macs, 2 fries, and a large drink and some apple pies. And I was sitting there eating, and I ate till I got sick. And I went in and I'm not trying to gross y'all out or anything, but I literally ate and I threw up, and then I came back and finished it. This was a time in my life. This is real. This is why this has to be addressed. That's why I tell you that listening to my first mind saved my life, because even up to that day, the day right before I heard myself tell me that you need to fast, the day before, I had just had a 3 entree meal from Panda Express. But not only that, I ate Panda Express every day because they had just opened one in the area. And I was like, this is so good and it's so convenient and you can get it so quickly. And I like it and I'm going to eat it. And I ate it every day. Every day. I would leave and go for lunch and get it. And then sometimes I would eat it again in the evening. I was eating like that. Food. Mine was not even um mine was not even uh sweets. The sweets came into play after I decided I'm going to switch up how I was eating. So I had to start recreating ways to eat better sweets. Y'all saw what I was eating this evening, but I still have that tendency to try to. It was 10 o'clock when I got on this live. It was 10 something. My point is I was eating a smoothie bowl. But if I wasn't eating that smoothie bowl, that could have easily been a Snicker bar or some cupcakes. Hell, some chips with some cupcakes and a lemonade. This is how I used to roll. Like in this time of night, like sitting right here right now, I just keep eating. Just keep eating. You know you got this level in your body. We all up on this live right now, talking and listening. But you know, when you're tired and you're sleepy, it calls you to be hungry as well. It's got a name for it too. I like to always be as close to politically correct as possible, but it has a name. What is it called when you're sleepy and hungry? Um, I don't know. Just didn't bring it up. But when you get sleepy, if you ever notice, you want to snack, you want to eat. So the best thing you can do when you get sleepy is just go to sleep. Don't eat. So you know, I mean that's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do. Let's see. I started smoking and drinking alcohol. It was a ripple effect. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One thing always go hand in hand. Back in 2012, my husband died. He died of medical, situations. So I thought I need to get myself in order because we had 4 children, and it was me. And I was like, I can't leave. I can't be not be here for my children, right? So I kind of partly told this story earlier to Coach and them. I got the personal trainer. I didn't tell you the reason behind it, but I got the personal trainer. I worked out. I did all those things. But because I thought I was good to go, um, I thought, since I thought I was good to go, uh, when I started, I never really coped with the loss at that time when he passed away. I went straight into the mode of I got to do this, 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 and so I just did it. I was on auto mode. I didn't even really cry about the situation or even mourn the situation or anything until 2 years later. Um, when he passed away, I was it would have we were married for 18 years. So 2 years later it would have been 20 years. And that 2 years later when I broke down, it was because I thought about, oh my God, we have been together literally when he passed away. So y'all gonna I'm gonna get more deep into my number 22. Some of y'all understand it, some of you don't, but 22 years we had been together when he passed away. Okay, 22 years. My number is 22, and I'll tell you about that another time. But I went into losing weight. So I'm telling you this based on what Rooted said. You're drinking, you're smoking, you're drinking, all of those things, they go together, right? Well, even though I lost all the weight, I was still smoking cigarettes. I lost over the first set of pounds I lost was about 60, 70 pounds, something like that. And the next set of pounds, I lost a little set. I had different sections where I was losing. I think overall I lost over 80 something pounds. As far as weight, I lost the pounds because I showed found them again. Okay, just so y'all understand. So when you say you lost weight, I always try to say I released it so that it ain't coming back, right? But I decided that my way of coping was I had been with the same person I had been with him since I was 19 years old. When he died, I was 41. So we had been together all that time. So he was really the only man that was in my life, right? So, and I never really, I wasn't, I didn't go out. I didn't, um, I didn't go out. I didn't do any of those things. You know what I mean? Like I was a mother. I was a wife, and my life was in that box. You know, in that little box of my family. That was it. So once he died, my life opened up like this, and so I started going out. I started hanging out at the. Matter of fact, I made I created a job around it. Right. I went out Sunday through Tuesday. Think about what I'm saying. I mean, not Sunday through Tuesday. Um, Tuesday, Sunday through. Only day I didn't go out was Mondays. Put it like that. I had something to do every day of the week, and I was always out. But I started eating late night because I felt like I'm good. I did it right. Uh, I'm good. I'm good. I didn't have to, you know. I don't. I mean, I'm still. I still do my Zumba. You know what I'm saying? I still work out. I'm good. But I'm eating late at night. I'm eating macaroni and cheese, greens, shrimp. I'm at the bar. I'm drinking. But I was like, I got my exercise on. I love to dance, so I was a dancer. I would be dancing at all times. So I'm like, I'm always exercising, right? Always just thinking I got this under control. It wasn't until all those clothes and all that stuff I bought to go out and everything, I'm still going out and the time is going by, but they starting to fit like, I'm like, wait, what's happening? But I don't physically see the change. I don't physically see the change. And then all of a sudden, what happens? I realize that I'm gaining all this weight back. I didn't even look at a scale no more. But to say what I'm saying is, Rooted says you eat, you smoke, you drink. If you put yourself in positions to do the things that you know that will cause you to have that effect, then you're gonna end up in that have that same result every time. Mm-mm. You got to be more disciplined with yourself. You got to, to save yourself. And the only reason it's so hard is because we lived up, and forgive my language, we lived in this fucked up society that we're in. This is some messed up stuff we're in right here. What they have available to us, and they call it food. They should be locked up and put in a jail somewhere for doing it. So many people dying over what they're putting in their bodies. It's sad. It is so sad. Everybody don't have the willpower to do what I'm doing. Everybody don't have the willpower to do what no Fundo. I'm gonna call you Fundo. Fundo is doing, right? Everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have the willpower to do what Coach is doing. Coach got a story too. Coach done been through some things. So, um, if you can't, and I appreciate all of the condolences um, in the chat. I do see them now. I am much better. When it comes to that, I am much better. I am much better. It's oftentimes, of course, I come to days when, I think about it because I think about what would it be today, right? We definitely would be, at this point, married for 30 years. So, I saw Fatima celebrating, I want to say 40 something years of marriage. And I said, wow, they got married pretty much closer. I mean, I want to say, yeah, it would have been 30 years. It would have been 30 years last year. 34 years. Okay, so it would have been 30 years for me. So I was thinking that we got married around the same time. I got married in 94. And so that would have been 30 years in 2024. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you spend your life with somebody, and that's not your life no more. It's kind of something to get, you everybody handled things different. Everybody thought I was crazy. They like, oh my God, you just out here, uh, you know, you just out here in the streets doing crazy stuff. Just out here, just everybody handle it different. You know what I mean? And Tanika, I did see your message, and I'm sending you some positive energy, sis. Cause I know what you're going through. I do. I do. And I love you, sis. I told you I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Um, and that's what else I want to say. It's amazing. I have never met any of you face to face, but I feel a bond and a closeness to each and every one of you. And you're right, Coach. Everybody does grieve differently, and I learned that through my grieving process, right? Because at one point, I would have looked at someone and thought I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? If I saw somebody acting the way I was acting, I'd be like, oh my gosh, they out here being erratic. Like, why in the world are they doing? But then I learned from my own experience. And that's why I said we have to learn from our own experience, but when we share our experience, we also help someone else because our experiences are not for us, but they are to help others. So you are supposed to share your experiences to assist with others. That's why the journey that we're on, whatever that journey is right now in your lifetime, pay attention to it because it's something that's going to line up to the next thing. It goes with the next thing. Your next whatever's next. It plays a part in it. So, peace and love to you. Peace and love. Welcome to the live. Make sure y'all double tap in the screen. Um, for sure. Exactly. People have so many opinions until they go through it. Yep. Losing someone that's close to you is a deep, deep trauma. It is, and people don't realize it. People don't realize it at all. Um, they just they make the assumptions based on whatever that thing is, whatever that somebody made. That's why I told you those boxes really bother me. When somebody draw a box around you, they go, "Oh, um, I'm 5'11", and Tia is my best friend." And they always said, and we tall. We're both tall. I'm 5'11" and a half, and she's like 5'10" and a half. Like we like this, like neck and neck. She might be 5'11". I'm not sure, but through school they used to be like, y'all should play basketball. Why? We wanted to be cheerleaders, and that's what we did. Oh, absolutely. We're Amazons, baby. We Amazons in here. Amazons, yes. and and they used to be like, y'all should play basketball. I'm like, we wanted to be cheerleaders. So we were cheerleaders. But we were so tall that we were on like a JV team. We just told the story the other day, so some of y'all might have heard it. But we was like on a JV team where I thought I text you some. I'll text you some, Coach. Um, and they didn't wear. I thought I was gonna get to wear the cute little skirts and the little cheerleader outfit. Mm-mm. They had us with some jogging pants and like a fake varsity sweater, but they bought them from somewhere, and because we're so tall, we got long legs and we got long arms. So when we bought it, the stuff was like up to here, like up to here on the sleeve, like so. We just was always you know, awkward in that way. But at the same time, we were put in this box. Oh, you're supposed to do this. Then, if you, um, yeah, crop pants, they were gauchos. Stop it, sis, stop it. Ah, um, Fatima, I was telling Tia you was on here. I was uh, I was telling Tia that you was on here doing a fishbone. Oh yeah, everything was floods. Everything was floods. Everything was too short. But now that I'm an adult, I see that everything they want to put you in a box for everything. They want to tell you, yeah, the too short pants. They want to tell you if you do a certain thing, they like, oh, well that means you're whatever, and you're like, no, I just did this. Perfect example is most people make the assumption that I am vegan because of the food that I eat. And I mean, I let it ride because I mean, it's okay. I guess if you think I'm vegan, but don't come at me when you see me eating some cheese or you see me eating some, who is that? What does I? Oh yeah, I do. I'm doing that. I am doing that. I am doing that. Peace and love, Chris. Crispy bacon. Oh, delete them. Okay, but I do hear the chirp, but I'll remove them. All right. So okay. I think I did that right. All right. So anyway, so I want nobody coming at me talking about, hey, you you said that was vegan. Somebody tried me the other day on something about my cookies I made. Yeah, it was distraction. It's a lot of bots and things that come through here for sure. That's why I just made Coach a moderator if she don't mind. There you go, troll. It says some people think I'm vegan too. Yeah, I mean, but it's okay that they think that. It's just they are out tonight. It's just that don't come at me as if I did something wrong because I decided to have something that was something a little different. You know what we got to do for him? There you go. He gone. I should have just blocked them all together, but I timed them out for 24 hours. He ain't gonna come back. Um, my cookies I made the other day has honey in them, but vegans are based on not harming any animals. So as a vegan, I shouldn't have any leather shoes. I shouldn't have any leather items. You get what I'm saying? I shouldn't be eating any dairy. So if you're gonna wear a label, it has it has like things that put you in a box and tells you that you could do only this. And that's why I don't like to wear any labels because I don't like to be boxed in into something that necessarily I don't have to conform to those particular things because I don't claim to be that. I can make a vegan dish and not be vegan. That's the beauty of not being in a box. I can make some fried chicken, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, and some fish and grits if I want to, and put it on my channel. But the first thing will come out every night. No, I thought, wait a minute, I thought you was vegan, right? I thought you was vegan. Do even anybody even know what the definition of vegan entails? I had honey in my cookies, and someone said to me, "Those cookies are good, but um, those cookies are good, and um, but that they not vegan." I said, "It says veganish. They vegan like. They vegan like cookies. they kind they kind of like vegan. They kinda. They just got honey." And then I had another person say the same thing, but similar. But what they said is they was like, they're not vegan because they have the honey. They was like, but I'm gonna use maple syrup and see how it turns out. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Do you? But don't try to make me be something I'm not. So I don't like labels. Never have in my lifetime. I think this because we probably been labeled all our lives growing up through lives in our lives. If you know what I mean, what I'm saying. Um, but y'all, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I did this last night, and baby, I'm paying for it today. I was tired. I was tired last night. I was tired today. I didn't get no sleep, but it was great being on here with y'all. I'm so glad this alignment happened. I don't know what to do because this was so much confirmation. Tia, if you be up when we get off here, I'm gonna call you and tell you what happened. You ain't gonna believe it because you wasn't on here, but you ain't gonna believe it at all. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You go you go believe it because I know who you are. You go believe it. Um, yep. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Um, Coach is my new sister from another mister. Me and Coach, I'm gonna email you. We gonna get together on that collaboration. I think that would be great. Um, Everyone else, I'm also get in contact with you. Um, Good gracious, the trolls out here. And I'm gonna get with you, Fatima, and you, Rooted, because we got to get that order together. Other than that, I am on the plantation tomorrow, so y'all might hear from me later on in the day. But other than that, I'm gonna get off here, y'all, because it is 1 o'clock in the morning. And I do got to get to the plantation in the rising. So I appreciate each and one of you for being here this evening with me. This has been awesome, awesome. It's been a great live. So I want all of you to have a beautiful night, a beautiful day, whatever time it is. All of you get some rest. You get some rest too, Coach. Peace and love, and I'll chat with y'all another time. Peace and love, Fundo. Peace and love. Thank you so much for everything, too. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Peace and love.